Now, lately in the news, it seems as if the only topic of discussion between African leaders and European Union is illegal migration. Well, the president of the European Commission, Jean-Claude Juncker, has arrived in Tunisia on a two-day visit today, but migration through the Mediterranean is not exactly top of his agenda. Instead, he says he wants to show that there are other issues that are important to the partnership of both continents. Rana Jawad reports from Tunis.
This is increasingly what Europe wants to be seen as doing in Africa. High-level state visits and signing deals to help strengthen local institutions, encourage reform and talk about a new kind of relationship.
Since 2011, we've allocated a sum of 10 billion euros to Tunisia. Today we've signed 4 agreements that amount to a gross total of 270 million euros. This proves that our relations aren't at a standstill, but that they continue to improve every day.
But the subject of illegal migration from this part of the world to southern Europe and how EU member states are tackling it is never far away.
I am sorry to say it in front of the Commission chief, but Europe doesn't have a unified policy, and not all European countries react the same way in front of migrants, and that is a problem that remains.
The president of the European Commission, Jean-Claude Juncker, has said that he doesn't want Europe's relationship with Africa to be reduced to migration. But of course, this was discussed in his meeting with the Tunisian president. Now, earlier this year, the European Union proposed so-called disembarkation points in North Africa to prevent migrants from reaching Europe. And the idea is to repatriate them from North African states. Now, the language has since changed because it was an idea that was rejected wholly by officials across this region, including ones here in Tunisia. But although the language has changed, the goal, which is to reduce the numbers crossing illegally through the Mediterranean, has not. Tunisians and other African countries have long been telling Europe to address the root causes of illegal migration. Tunisia is not only one of the region's fronts in the EU's battle with the rise of extremist groups and ongoing attempts to reduce illegal migration, but it's also seen as a rare post-revolution success story compared to neighboring Libya. Although the rhetoric from senior European officials like Mr. Juncker is shifting, Europe's controversial policies in the Mediterranean don't quite match their words. Rana, Jawad, BBC News, Tunis.